Hi. Yes!
Oh my Lord.
4 days after seizing Olympic immortality, she boarded a commercial Delta flight with zero fanfare and zero entitlement. No private jet, no velvet rope, no first-class sanctuary, just a standard economy seat from Atlanta to San Francisco. She stuffed her Team USA backpack into the overhead bin and disappeared into the crowd like a ghost at 30,000 feet. 5 hours in the back, blending with commuters and tourists, carrying the weight of gold like it meant nothing special. That specific brand of exhaustion hit, the one where your body hands you the receipt after the adrenaline finally crashes. Then the wheels touched SFO, and the flight attendant grabbed the mic and changed the entire cabin's energy in 6 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend on board. After representing our country with grit and grace, make some noise. The pause was heavy. The cabin was stunned. Nobody had a single clue she was sitting right there among them. Strangers erupted, high-fiving strangers, people tearing up. A raw and instant reaction that nobody rehearsed or planned for. A nearby passenger pulled out her phone, caught the moment, posted it to TikTok, and the internet detonated immediately. But the viral clip was not even the real story. What happened on the jet bridge was something entirely different. The ground crew had rigged the beige, soulless hallway with gold balloons and shimmering tinsel while the plane was still taxiing. She walked through it beaming, not the polished media smile for the judges, but the real one, the shy one. She whispered thank you to every single person who cheered. Not grand speeches, just soft and genuine and completely unscripted gratitude. She was lugging her own gear, that blue USA pack on her back, clutching red gift bags handed over by fans. She looked exactly like what she is, a 20-year-old kid from Oakland who just conquered the entire world. Inside the terminal, a mob had formed, people who saw the news online and drove out on a Monday night. They were screaming, "Welcome home," and "Congratulations," and one guy yelled a neighborhood name, and she turned toward the voice and cracked up. Another TikTok classic, another million views, but the detail underneath the hype hit people harder than any of the noise. The contrast between Milan and Oakland was the thing the internet seized on and absolutely refused to let go of. Days earlier, she was center stage in an arena with 150 million pairs of eyes locked onto every single movement. The building was vibrating, the score dropped, the gold was hers, and the crowd merged into one deafening roar of pure approval. Judges in stiff suits, lenses tracking her every move, the anthem blasting, coaches hoisting her high, family losing their minds in the stands. Then, 4 days later, she is walking through a Bay Area terminal in a hoodie, taking gift bags from complete strangers. The internet decided that coming home hit harder than winning in Milan, and it was not even a close debate. There is something profound about watching a titan return to their roots and get embraced by the community that actually built them. Not the suits, not the logos, not the TV networks, just the neighbors who drive the same freeways and eat at the same spots. The ice center where her dad first laced up her skates at 5 years old sits right on 10th Avenue in Oakland. It's not a palace, it's a rink. It smells like frozen air, rubber mats, and decades of real sweat. That's where she was headed, not some elite complex, just the rink on 10th, the place that made her everything.
Tuesday night, she walked into an Italian joint in Alameda, and the owners were completely floored when she strolled through the door. She ordered the fettuccine bolognese, they sent out a cake with congratulations scrawled in chocolate, and she crushed the tiramisu without hesitation. She told the owners it was the best tiramisu she had ever tasted, and Christine told the press later she would take that win. The dinner crowd had no idea they were sitting next to greatness until the whispers started moving table to table like wildfire. People who could not tell a triple axel from a toe loop suddenly realized they were inches away from the face of the week. Meanwhile, the hype machine was already working the 880 freeway with 5 massive billboards towering over Oakland's stretch of California asphalt. Her face, enormous and undeniable, reminding every single driver passing through that this city made her and she belongs to them completely. The Oakland mayor hit Instagram with the official word a massive block party was coming for the hometown hero and gold medalist. The city was bursting with pride, and the demand for celebration was absolute, even without a date locked on the calendar yet. Then came the quote, the soundbite the internet seized on and refused, under any circumstances, to release from its grip. A reporter asked what it felt like to be back after all the chaos and magnitude of what just happened in Milan. She paused, let it sink in for exactly 1 second, then said she got to see her siblings and friends the last 2 nights. We even grabbed a late dinner, she said, and then she delivered the line that stopped everyone cold in their tracks. I'm just so happy I could bring Oakland to Milan. Not represent it, not honor it, but bring it with her. Like she folded the entire zip code into her luggage and hauled it across the ocean to stand on that podium. She said it like it was simple physics, the most natural thing in the world, because for her, it probably actually was. Every time she landed a jump in that Italian arena, the commuters on the 880 were right there in the building with her. The kids at the ice center, the staff at the restaurant in Alameda, all of them were in Milan through her. She is 20 years old, and she carries an entire city's worth of identity without it ever seeming like a burden at all. This is the chapter of the Olympic saga the cameras almost always miss, the real aftermath, not the press junkets or sponsorship drops. She hit 5.8 million Instagram followers in a single week after sitting at 200,000 for what felt like her entire career. Corporate America is circling, every talk show is begging, the networks are fighting each other for the exclusive sit-down interview slot. And she flew home on Delta, sat in coach, walked through gold balloons, and whispered thank you to every single stranger who showed up. She ate fettuccine bolognese at a spot in Alameda and told the owners the tiramisu was solid. That was the celebration. That is more her than anything she has ever done on the ice, and the internet knew it the second they saw it. Her coach made it clear the party has an expiration date. She wheels up for Prague on March 21st to defend the world title. Between now and then, it is training, preparation, and the heavy lifting of a champion who has to prove it was not a one-hit wonder. But first, the Lunar New Year parade in Oakland on Saturday, the main float belonging to her and the entire family crew. Her father, the man who survived Tiananmen Square, came to California with empty pockets and raised 5 kids solo in a 1-bedroom apartment. He will be on that float, rolling through the city that watched them all grow from absolutely nothing into something the whole world now knows.